Hi, today's short yoga class is a bit more of a tutorial for beginners to start practicing headstand. So, we're gonna first start by moving and warming up the body and core a little bit. Especially core is really important for keeping us at a good position while intending to headstand. So, we start with the sun salutation. Let's start at the beginning of our yoga mat, hands hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back. Close your eyes for a little moment just to take a few deep breaths. Become aware of your body. Take one more deep breath. And exhale. And we start the sun salutation A together. Inhale up. Exhale, lower hands down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, step back. Knees can be on the floor or up, lower so that your elbows remain close to your body. And inhale, lift your chest. And come to downward facing dog from there. Take a few deep breaths over here. Lengthening your spine. It's okay if your knees are bent or if your heels are not coming to the ground. Rather think lengthening your spine. And with the next inhale, gaze forward, step to the front of your yoga mat. And exhale, fold forward. Next inhale brings you all the way up. Lengthen, release hands. Let's begin the same way, inhaling up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. And step back, lower down. And lifting chest. And come to down dog. From here we activate our core a little bit. With the next exhale, we're gonna come to plank. So start shifting your weight forward. Find a straight line. And exhale back to down dog. Inhale. So with the exhale we come to plank. And next inhale brings you back to down dog. Let's do 3 more times. And coming back to down dog. From here we're gonna come to dolphin pose. Drop your left elbow down and right elbow down. From here, with the exhale, start bringing your head forward towards the ground. And inhale, push down with the elbows, come back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Again, your legs can be bent if needed, or you can step your feet a bit forward. But the better, the higher you can keep your hips, so that you prepare you to the position of headstand. Let's do 3 more times. Lower your head. Inhale, push. Lower, push. Lower, push. And drop your knees down. Come to child's pose for a moment. And from here, slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Okay, let's see how to prepare for the headstand then. First, we're gonna make a triangle with our hands. So, bring your hands together like this and make sure you have your little finger tucked in so that you're not squeezing it. Bring your hands down and your elbows so that you're forming a triangle over here. Next, we're gonna bring the top of our head down between your hands. And just stay here for a moment. And here, try to really push the weight on your elbows. How does it feel? Okay, come back up from there. I'm gonna demonstrate you first the next stage, and then you can try afterwards. What is very important when we try to headstand, actually it's more of an elbow stand. You really try to, during the whole movement we do next, try to really keep a lot of weights on your elbow and not really hardly any weight at the top of your head. So you can first see what I'm gonna do. We start the same way. Bring the top of your head to the floor, keeping the weight well on the elbows. Inhale, lift your hips up, and we are gonna tiptoe our feet closer to our body. And so stay here. And walk back and lower down. Let's repeat this a few times. So come with me, doing circle, lower head, inhale, hips up, tiptoe as close to your body as you can. Stay for a few breaths. And come back. Let's repeat this 2 more times. And let's do 1 more time. Inhaling hips up and lifting them above your body. And lower down. Come to child's pose for a little moment. Hands can come next to your body. Bring your forehead down. Take a few deep breaths over here. Inhale up, vertebra by vertebra. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna release one of the feet off the ground. So we're gonna start the same way. You can first see exactly the same way. Inhaling open, hands are on triangle. Walk your feet as close as you can and release one foot. And here you can alternate now. Alternate a few times on top here and lower down. We'll repeat this 2 more times. Remember to push your elbows down. And we're gonna repeat it 1 more time. Great. And we lower down to child's pose. Hands along your body. Lower forehead down. Relax your shoulders. And inhaling up. Next, we're gonna start exactly the same way, and we're gonna try to hover both feet off the ground. If you feel safer having a wall behind you, absolutely feel free to do that. That's how I started as well. But try not to use the wall so that you lean on it and push yourself towards it. It's just there existing and you try not to use it. It just creates the feeling of safety for you when you're new to this practice. So I can demonstrate first. What we really try to do, we try to bring our hips above our body in a straight line. That will really help us finding the balance and hovering the toes off the ground. So we start the same way. Really now pushing the elbows down here. Lift one foot and another. And start maybe lifting your knees a bit off the ground. You can try to balance here for a moment and come down with your own pace. We're gonna try this 2 more times. Remember the good triangle with your hands. Lengthening the hips up. Really try to walk your feet as close as you can so your hips are already almost in line with your body. And from there, push the elbows all the time down and hover. Great. We will do one more time. It's okay if you cannot release yet the feet. It's just a really good way to prepare your body, get used to the position and understanding the alignment of hips above your body in a straight line. Let's do one more time. And release to child's pose, hands along your body. Take a few deep breaths all the way your lower back, lower belly. Inhale up vertebra by vertebra. Well, you can probably guess what's the next stage. We're gonna start exactly the same way. And we see if we can start lifting our feet. So we're gonna walk our feet forward, release one foot, release another, start lifting our knees together at the same time. And once we have lifted our knees to 90 degrees, there we can see if we feel comfortable starting to straighten the legs. But it's really good also if you just manage to hover the feet up. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Remember also that this can really vary day by day. Also for me still, some days it's really easy to balance, sometimes body is having harder time finding the alignment here. So let's begin inhaling hips up, walk forward, weight on elbows, hover, lift your knees together, and from there maybe lengthening the legs. Here we come back the same way, lower the knees down and come back. Let's try that one more time. Lifting the hips, bring weight to elbows, hover, I accidentally showed another version to come down from the pose. So, other way you can come to the pose is one foot at a time, but I do not recommend that at the beginning because it can bring your hips a bit sideways. So I always recommend bringing your both knees up first, but other option from here is to start lengthening your leg up and see if you can hover the other foot up. But here, what's really important, I demonstrate you in the down dog. Here, if you keep your hips facing down, you're in correct alignment. If you open the hip to the side, you're more likely to fall and not to find the alignment you're looking for. So, if you want to bring the other foot up, keep the hips facing the same direction. If you do this, it will be much harder. So that's the reason why I really recommend bringing the knees up at the same time. So let's try one more time. hips up, walk forward, weight on elbows, hover. And bring knees to chest. Lower down and become the child's pose. Release. Inhale up vertebra by vertebra. In the end, we bring some slight movement to our neck. At the beginning, if you don't yet have the kind of knowledge to really put a lot of weight on your elbows, you might put too much pressure on your head and you'll feel it on your neck. So just roll your shoulders and neck as you feel the best to release some tension, relax, changing direction. And release. Great. Hope some of these moments help you further with your headstand practice. And see you at the next video. Let's still close the practice together. Inhale, hands all the way up, lengthen spine. Exhale, hands down the heart. Inhale, lengthen spine and fold forward. Namaste.